This is my 2006 BMW M5. I'm gonna put it up for sale here, so I'm making this video to be as transparent as I can with the car's condition, the good side and the bad side of what it'll need, which is not very much, but figured it would be easier to make a video to save myself the time and any interested buyers, so that you know exactly what you'll be getting. So I acquired this car about a year ago or so, and still know the former owner, and am actually in contact with the owner prior to them as well. This is an 06 with the V10. It has 161,000 miles currently, and runs great. I've put about 4,000 or 5,000 miles on it myself. And we're gonna go through, walk around, and tell you what I know about it. So the first things first, cosmetically, there are some issues here. So the paint on the trunk, don't ask me how or why, but not great. Same thing on the roof. I was told that it was from car washes, but I think it's more so just BMW's shitty paint. The wheels in good shape. There is a little bit of rash on a few of them here. The worst of it is on this one here. So there's just a little bit of flaking on the material. Now the tires, the rear tires are literally brand new as of today. I'm making this video. The front tires are Michelin's with good tread. Although again, in full transparency, I want to point out here that the date code on here is from 2015. So that I'm comfortable with that, but this is a car that's pretty fast, and you might want to consider changing tires due to age if that concerns you. The front bumper, a little bit of chip in there. I do have this cover piece for the tow hook. It is in the glove box, and the tab just kind of broke and it was sagging. And then this parking sensor just needs to be pushed out, so sometimes it throws a little error, but that just needs to be pushed from the back side. The interior is in great shape. Now I drive this frequently, so I have not done any cleaning of it for this video, but the seats, very nice. The active bolsters do work very well. You can see there is a little bit of wear on this bolster, but no tearing. It's just a little bit scuffed and can be expected with the mileage. Go around to the back here. Leather's in great shape. It does have the leather package, so we've got, you know, full leather doors and leather center console trim, etc. It also has, you can see here, the Alcantara headliner, which is very nice. As I mentioned before, this car has 161,000 miles on it, and that may scare some buyers, but I actually was very attracted to it, and here's why. This thing has, I think I totaled up one time, like $30,000 or $40,000 of maintenance records. It is a clean title. It's never been wrecked. Within these maintenance records, there's basically everything's been serviced. You know, the brakes, the suspension, the engine. Some key things to point out somewhere in here. It has had the rod bearings replaced at 137,000 miles. It had the throttle actuators done at somewhere around the same time frame, and the Vanos as well. So it's got 160 some thousand miles on it, but the big major concerns with the engine from a maintenance standpoint have been taken care of within the last 20 or 30,000 miles. It runs great. It drives great. No complaints to that end. No warning lights up on the dash. One thing that I have noticed with it is the brake pedal does feel a little bit spongy. I haven't investigated it too much myself, but we'll fire it up here. There's that parking sensor warning for that sensor there. Runs phenomenally well. You know, when I got it, again, you know, seeing paperwork for rod bearings is one thing, but I do have oil analyses within the last couple thousand miles that show they are perfect and no signs of wear on those. Let me pop the hood here. It has a few performance modifications on it. Really everything you could do without going to a full, you know, full build. So it does have, I believe these are RPI intakes, if I recall correctly. It has high flow filters in here. It has custom headers and a muffler delete. Suspension wise, it's got about $1,400 or so of Dynon springs and sway bars, in addition to monoball front control arms. I do have the stock mufflers and the stock springs that will be included with it if you want to put that back on, but I very much think it sounds great and handles phenomenally well. Just give it I mentioned the owner previous to the guy I got it from did a lot of the maintenance. He's a big BMW guy, as am I. And one thing I can say about this thing is it does not leak a drop. It's completely bone dry underneath, which I was always very, very proud to see. And one of the maintenance issues that I have not addressed yet is the SMG gearbox. Now, I particularly like the way that it functions. I have no you know, complaints about its performance. I find that if you drive it like a stick and lift off the throttle when you shift, it's pretty good. The prior owner to me had the clutch blow up on them, and within the service records here, you'll see if I can find it. I think it's at the end. Oh, let's see here, or maybe the top. This car was serviced at EAG here in Cincinnati. Oh, here we go. Let's see. There you go. So here's the bill for a new clutch installed by EAG at, what's the mileage here? 156,000 miles. So again, 5,000 miles ago, it got all new clutch assembly pieces here, and as well as a brand new battery. This car is, in addition to the headers and the other performance upgrades, it is tuned. Now, I haven't really done anything with this, to be honest, but it does have a tuner here. As I understand it, this allows you, you know, one, to not have check engine lights for your headers and whatnot. It bumps the power by 50 or so, and then it has a launch control that allows you to launch it from 4,500 RPM. I have never done that, nor will I ever do that, just because, you know, don't want to use up the life on that brand new clutch. But all in all, very healthy car. Hoping that it can go to a good home. And wanted to just point out the flaws here, and an interest in full transparency. I'm looking for serious inquiries only. I'm not interested in trades. No, I do not want your Ducati motorcycle, and no, I will not take $7,000. Come on, bro, $8,000. But I am interested in passing it on to a new home. I'm a BMW enthusiast and will ultimately replace this one with another one. But I think that overall this is a fantastic ownership experience. With all of the maintenance, it's not as scary to own as one that is sitting at 100,000 miles, for example, with none of that done. And hopefully this video gives potential buyers a good view of the car before potentially coming and seeing it.